Hi everybody, this is the Weekend Adventure here. As you all know, the 06-450x valves are going out, so we're going to start replacing the valves. We're going to go with the kibble white black diamond stainless valves. While we're there replacing the valves, we're going to do the piston. We're going to go with the Wiseco 13.5:1 on the piston. And while the bike's tore down, we're going to replace the clutch cable. Clutch cable's starting to fray a little bit. We're going to change the steering stem bearings. They're starting to hang up while you're turning. So if you want to follow this build, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to start the build. Alright everybody, we got all the plastic pulled off the bike. We got the carburetor out just to make a little bit more room to work down in there. Next, we're going to be draining the radiator. After the radiator, we're going to pull the valve cover, we're going to pull the head, we're going to pull the piston, we're going to pull the sleeve, get all that stuff ready to take it to the shop and have that stuff redone. Let's get into tearing this bike apart. Alright, I've already drained the radiator. I've pulled the coil, I put the engine top dead center. And now it's time to pull the valve covers. Bolts that hold it on. Two long guys in the front, little guy in the rear. That aside. Pull the cover off. It looks nice and clean in there for an 06. Not bad. All right, now we're going to start taking the cam sprocket off. All right, I'm going to start pulling off the cam chain sprocket. It's 2 Allens. Get them off. I already pulled the first one off, and then you just slide it off. Pull the sprocket out. You can just let the chain fall. No biggie. Next, we're going to work on pulling the, I believe it's called the cam assembly or guide or whatever you want to call that. I believe it's a 10mm, yes, 10mm. I'm going to kind of crack them all loose in a little cross pattern. Little by little. Alright, looks like I got them all done. I'm pretty sure you just pull this right up and out. And I'm sure there's valve shims in there. So yeah, the screws in the back are a little shorter. Let's check this one. That one's in the back. Yep. The ones in the back are a little shorter, ones in the front are longer, so we'll take note of that. And I'm pretty sure the shims are going to be underneath. Hopefully it all kind of stays together. So look at the shims came out and the caps on the intake side. So we'll just kind of take note where they are. I'm not even going to pull them out. We'll leave the ones in here. So when I take it to the machine shop, I'll put the top back on or the cam assembly back on. Take it to the machine shop and let them do what they're going to do. And we're going to check and make sure that, we'll just check to see if they're the same length or different lengths. They're the same. Go here, get a little leverage on it. Cameraman's holding the bike. There it goes. Do the same thing, cross pattern. That was on there pretty tight. Go to next. I just lowered the stand for the bike. All right. Let's do this now. Last one. I'm trying to break them loose. There's that. Just kind of loosen them up equally. Stuff this down here real quick. That should do it. See if this magnet trick will work. Doesn't want to. So a quick flathead. Washer doesn't want to come up, so there it goes. Wow. Wants to fight me, guys. There we go. Oil or something was holding it down. It still doesn't want to come out. There, pulled that washer out. We checked the valve clearance. It was the intake valves that were out of clearance. The exhausts were pretty much out of clearance too. They were at their limit. There she is. Uh-oh. Gonna have to try to finagle this bad girl out. There it goes. Just gotta slide it back a taste. All right, let's flip it over. Let's look at them valves. Huh. I don't really know too much. You guys, what do you guys think? Look at the piston. Yep, broke loose pretty easy, guys. You guys are gonna have the first look. It actually doesn't look too bad. It still has the original grooves in it. I see one little spot here, but I don't think that's an issue. Sweet. All right, next we're gonna take the parts to the machine shop. We're gonna take the head in, let them do what they gotta do to it. We'll probably take the piston sleeve with us so they can re-hone it back out while we're doing the build. Basically now we're waiting for the piston to come in, and now we gotta take, like I said, take the head in, and we'll be right back.